right. Should be buffering. And all right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to
Can't hear.
Oh, I'm muted. I'm just doing the introduction, y'all, and I'm just as muted. I'm just as muted as can be. If that explains at all how my Tuesday is going thus far, there you go. So I'm just introducing and muting. But as I was stating, welcome to Lunchtime Chat. I'm super excited to be here with Ashli of Girls University. Super excited for her to share what is going on with Girls University, what is going on with her, the backstory, how did we even get here, how did COVID impact the business and operations thereof, how are you all pivoting, and how can you connect, how can you support, how can you tell other people about the greatness that is going on across the PD, if I'm not mistaken, maybe across the nation. I'm about to learn more too, y'all. So we're about to dive in. So I'm turning it over to you, Ashli. Introduce yourself. Let us know how we got here today. Just take us on a little journey.
Okay, sure. I love taking people on my journey. I'll keep it brief today, but thank you so much for having me on today. I'm super excited to share about myself because I don't feel like a lot of people know me personally. They may have seen Girls University and all the great things that we do. But for me personally, I'm Ashli Smart. I am the owner and founder of Girls University. And if you're not familiar with Girls University, we are a 5K to 12th grade organization that focuses in preparing girls for their future and exploring the science, technology, engineering, arts, and math pathways for potential careers. But for me, it's been a journey to get to this point, most definitely. My journey started about in 7th grade. I feel like in 7th grade, that's pretty much when Girls University was born. It wasn't an idea then, but the thought process and why we do what we do formed in 7th grade. So I'll tell you a little bit about my 7th grade journey. So in 7th grade, I was going to school in Ohio at a school called St. John Lutheran. And we had these Macintosh green screen computers that we were learning about typing and writing small programs. And one day the teacher said, you know what, we're going to write a small program. We're going to ask the computer a question, and then the computer is going to give us back a response. And it was at that moment that I had this interaction of typing and, coding. That's when I thought that might be something that I wanted to do. But fast forwarding into my career, it was never something that I had a second thought about until later on. I went to college at Howard University. I graduated from the University of Maryland in marketing. So I have a very strong background in brands and building brands and marketing, just organizations in general. And then later on, as I was getting out of school, I was presented with an opportunity to transition into IT. And at that point in time, I didn't know anything about computers outside of that experience that I had in the 7th grade. So I was like, okay, well, maybe this is something that I could make a career. I don't know. Let's just figure out if it's something that I would like to do. So I started working in IT, and I've loved it ever since. I ended up getting my master's in information systems. So I want more girls to understand earlier that technology or engineering or science is something that you can do, girls naturally excel in these fields. It's just that often girls do not understand that this is a pathway that is available to them. Most of the time it's geared towards boys. We try to push boys into engineering, into the sciences and things, but women are awesome. We are very detail oriented, and a lot of the skills that you need for the STEM or STEAM career pathways require certain skills that women have naturally. So along the way, as I was in IT, I started working with Girl Scouts. And I was a Girl Scout way long time ago. I did brownies, I did juniors, all these different things, but I started getting engaged in Girl Scouting because I wanted to give back to my community. And through Girl Scouting, I started developing these different programs for the local area. These programs grew into large scale programs where there was hundreds of girls there. And it was at that moment, someone said to me, hey, you know what? You can have your own girls program. And I said, you know what? Maybe let's ponder on that. It took me a couple of months to maybe formulate if that was something that I really wanted to venture into. But after making that decision, that's when I took the steps to creating Girls University. So here we are now. Girls University is definitely something that I just want more girls to experience.
Wow, deep. It's so interesting that story roots back to like 7th grade, right? And who you were just like as a child and being exposed. That's super deep. I can parallel with that on like the whole mentorship piece and the things that I do. It's like I've been in this industry forever, right? For as long as I can remember, I've been pouring out into others. And so that's super great. So that said, with it being such a heart work and something so connected to you, and this is something we briefly chatted about before we even went live, right? How is it that you integrate others into this? How is it that you find people to work with you along the way? How has the business side of it impacted you either way? Has it made you love it more, or made you be like, woo, sometimes I wonder?
Well, that's a loaded question.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot.
That was a hamburger, like one of the greasy ones. Yeah.
But any good business starts with having the right people. Not only having the right people, but having the right people in the right roles. If you can get that right, your business will be successful. I would tell that to anybody, but it does take some skills to be able to identify who those right people are. They too have to be as passionate about you, your brand, and your business for it to work.
Yeah.
That's a short answer.
That's a short answer. She ain't gonna take us on the long answer this time.
No.
Okay, great. So I'll take it. So I know I'm not certain as to what Girls University may do in the online space or what offerings look like in that manner, but let's go back to, what was it? It feels like it's been a year now, but March, right? COVID-19 the Rona decides she wants to just come and, hang out with us. What impacts, if any, has that had on your life, Girls University, the operations side of things? Just what in the world, right? Like, share some of that, if you will, with us.
Well, honestly, when schools closed, we closed, and that included all of our locations. So we've got Florence, we have our 4 walls there. That's our flagship location. Then we have Hartsville, which we have a partnered location in the TB Thomas Center. And then we also have Timmonsville, which we are inside of the Florence 4 schools. So all of those locations shut down completely from the end of March to June. So you can imagine what I may have been feeling between March to June. It was definitely an emotional roller coaster because I had to go from thinking about, okay, what do I need to do from crying at night that I may have to shut everything down and Girls University is not going to exist anymore, to pulling up my bootstraps and digging in, finding money, applying for grants, just trying to do whatever it is that I needed to do to keep Girls University alive. So we managed to be able to open back up in June. So we've been doing summer camp. So I had to decide, you know, would it be a good decision to open with the climate that we're in? And I said, you know, as long as we can be as safe as possible, we can provide a clean environment, which we already do, we shouldn't have any problems. And we have been rolling smoothly since June in our environment. Yes, it's super exciting. And I'm super thankful just being able to do that. But now moving forward into school, you know, the school year, we are trying to stay open all day. And the reason why we're trying to stay open all day, most of the time our program functions in an after school model or before school. And so we're going to be open all day for parents. So whether you're doing virtual school and you need a break, and you've got kids home, or, you know, you are doing the AB days where your child goes to school one day and then they're home for e-learning, we can accommodate for that. And we can provide, e-learning and virtual oversight and support. And these are things that we were already doing before, but we've just expanded our day. And hopefully we'll be able to expand the number of girls that we can provide our services to. We are also working on our Girls University Online. So yeah, it should be really, really exciting. This is something that will expand what we do nationally in the online space. And so girls will be able to participate in our programs and our events and in our programs, but in an online format across the nation. So that's something that's coming. So be on the lookout for that. Outside of that, we definitely are doing tutoring, and we've opened up tutoring to boys and girls. And the reason why we did this is because really our model in our four walls is focused on girls, but tutoring, our tutors are awesome. And in tutoring, we can definitely help boys and girls because we're doing that virtually. We can come to your home. So some of our tutors will venture to you, or we can do in person. So because tutoring can be throughout the day or maybe after hours when parents get off of work, but we're just trying to provide support to the parents in this time because, you know, me being a parent, I understand that you need as many resources and support right now as you can get. So we are here to help. We're here to help.
Yes, that is so awesome. And what I'm pulling from that too is like just being able to pivot, right? And being able to hone in to some things that you were, you know, already doing, but who knew, right? Or it wasn't at the more forefront of, you know, what was advertised because, you know, you were able to just operate. So though COVID has presented its challenges to say the least, there is so much opportunity in what it allows you to do, especially that online engagement and the reach that that is able to do beyond South Carolina, you know. So I think that that's like awesome.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So with tutoring and, you know, other services, let's dive into that. I want to share some with the audience around other services that are available to, you know, girls, boys, parents, things that are going on, things they can chime into, things they can look forward to. Some of that information, if you don't mind sharing, I want to go in that direction right now.
Okay. With tutoring, just tutoring?
Yeah, with tutoring, and then if there are any other like adjacent services that are not just coming to the program, if there are any other ones that you might want to highlight.
Oh, okay. So tutoring, we do very well. We've had a lot of success with every girl that we have tutored so far. We've tutored girls from K-5 all the way up to 12th grade. So even preparing for the SAT, ACT, we've been able to increase their scores. And just making sure that girls have the basics to be successful academically. That's part of our legacy, our footprint, and what we do every single day, alongside all of the enrichment activities. As far as tutoring goes, that's offered Monday through Friday. We can do that virtually, online. We can come to you, or you can come to our locations in Florence or Hartsville to receive the services. So if you're interested in that, do give us a call. Our number is 843-407-7937, and either ask for me or any of my awesome staff members will take care of you.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. Well, you all, we have that information in the comments, and then I would catch this replay, tag a parent, tell a parent about these resources, especially being that the resources are widespread. So I was just speaking with someone about like the ways that we're pivoting and showing up in this season, because a lot of times there are several resources and ideas from about 4K to like 6th or 7th grade. And then it's like our 8 to 12 are like, what do we do with them, especially in this virtual learning situation, and how to ensure that they're, capitalizing on the time and the ability to become independent thinkers and learners and citizens. So what such a time as this is very, very, very interesting. So if you could give yourself some advice 6 months ago. So we're in the tab time machine, right? And we're going back 6 months. It's August. So that's February, right before cousin Rona decided to come through. What advice would you give yourself?
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to step outside the box, and don't be afraid to fail. That would be the advice that I'd give myself 6 months ago, because like I mentioned earlier, there was many nights where I was crying and just super emotional, because Girls University is my baby. It is me essentially, and what I want to give to girls across the country and provide these opportunities and exposure. So not being able to do that, or having to give that up, that's like death. That's like something dying. So as I am looking back, that's the biggest thing. We have one life. Why not take the risk? Why not explore, step outside the box, be not afraid to fail and fall on your face, because we can always pick ourselves back up and keep it moving and learn from whatever mistakes that we make. That would be the pep talk I would give myself 6 months ago, because then I probably would have acted sooner. Because there was a lot of ideas that I had 6 months ago that I didn't act upon as quickly. And some of the things like Girls University Online probably would have already been up and running, and, just had a lot of girls being a part of that. But again, fear got the best of me.
I feel that on the deepest of personal levels. Y'all, this chat today may have just been for me, and that's okay. I'm glad that I got to share the experience with you all. But no, thank you all for joining and for listening through the offerings of Girls University, the backstory, how we got here. I think that's one of the most amazing things that I've learned over these last, I don't know, we've been doing these for about 12 weeks, right? And hearing a person's why, right? Hearing someone could say, oh, she just did that because there's a lot of money in STEM. Well, people must not know how much money it takes to run something and start something. Okay. Right? Like, this type of heart work, as I called it earlier, it takes a special calling and a special person to run that machine. So thank you so much for just, stepping up to the plate, right? And for sharing so transparently how, this started from a child's experience. And that then reiterates you all creating experience for children that will change their entire lives.
Yep. If we can help over the course of the years, because Girls University is going to live on forever, right?
Yes.
But if I can change the course of one girl's life, that was the purpose of Girls University. That's all that I'm asking for. Is just one girl's life to be changed, one girl's life to be, for her to be encouraged, for her to be influenced by something that we do. It was all worth the tears and the sweat, the blood. It was worth it.
Yes, my God. Yeah, that is that. That is that. Y'all hear this passion? Okay. So actually let's just end by you giving us like a closing word or message or inspirational thought. You dropped some gems already, but leave us with one, and also, how to get in touch with you and or the staff over at Girls University. Just reiterate that for us one more time, and we will be back to work.
All
Lunchtime will
right.
be over.
I think for me, what the spirit is telling me to tell everyone out there is to be faithful.
Mm.
Be faithful to who you are. Be faithful to your purpose, and you can't go wrong. You won't go wrong. Just be faithful. That's going to be the gem that I drop down on everybody as we close. Just be faithful. Be encouraged in your faith. And whatever you believe in, that's what's going to catapult you from where you're sitting right now to where you want to be.
That's good.
That's how that transition will work for you.
That's good.
But
Pin
but
drop.
I will say that if you want to learn more about Girls University, we do have some things coming up. This Thursday, I'll be going live at our Florence location and doing a virtual tour. That will take place this Thursday at 7 p.m. You can catch that on the Girls University Facebook page. Hopefully everybody now is following Girls University, either the Florence
Yes.
or the Hartsville page. Please follow us so that you can know about things that are coming up, tours, events. We're also doing Let's Get Emotional event on Saturday, the 22nd at 10 a.m. That'll be via Zoom. If you're interested in that, you can certainly check out our Facebook page. We have the link there to join that. That's a great opportunity for moms and daughters to connect. It'll be virtual, it's free. And you'll also get a She Is Me hygiene kit as participating with that. So we're happy to be able to connect moms and daughters in this way and start the path to better communication and
Yes.
understanding both sides of the story. So we're going to be working on that. And then we have some women from the community. We have a fitness guru, Erica Bennett. She'll be coming on, and also Rosalind Moore with Rosalind Care. She's going to talk more about the mental health pieces and some of those things. So we have an awesome lineup. So if you're interested in that, girls ages 9 and up and their moms. Moms can also be dads. So dads, don't be afraid to join us, or men. We'll have a good time with that.
That is awesome. That is awesome. I gotta check some of that stuff out so we can share it onto our page on She Is Me. But thank you so much, Ashley. I thank you so much for coming on today and for sharing just all the deets, right? So people can know
Yep.
more. I've been seeing Girls University since I moved back to South Carolina. I think. When did you all? 2015, 14,
2016.
16. Okay, yeah. So I moved back to South Carolina in 16, and like I would have not even known that it was like a new thing when I first saw it because you were on it. That then speaks now that I know your marketing background, right? And so
Mm-hmm.
You were just amazing with getting that word out and just keeping it out and keeping it consistent. And I know some parents whose young ladies who have, gone through the after school program, and it's just so many great things are said about you in the community, whether you know it or not. So thank you so much for all you do. And y'all, I gotta be petty and say, that's just how AKAs do. Like we don't play, okay?
Hey.
You know, No hair, but a little flip. Okay, so y'all know. Okay, we out here serving mankind, all
Yes,
mankind, all the
yes.
time. And so I had to end on that note. I'm going to be staying on a little longer, Ashley, but I thank you so much for being a guest, and I look forward to our future workings together.
Most definitely. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and I will see you guys soon.
Yes, bye. All right, y'all, that is a wrap. I'm super excited that we were able to chit chat and learn more from Ashley about Girls University. If you are, a parent, auntie, mom, mentor, teacher, any of that, and you're connected to girls and or young men who may need tutoring, and for young ladies who might need support or can benefit from any of the events that they are hosting in this season, be sure to tap in. Be sure to tap in. Okay, so I'm just here real quick to drop some unleashed knowledge before we hop off, right? You have, let me see, you have 13 days left to secure an early bird ticket for the Unleash Next Level virtual experience. I'm telling you, you want to get in on this early bird ticket, because once the early bird ticket is gone, first of all, the price goes up, right? We will be dropping all the details at that time. So maybe you're like, ooh, I want to wait. I want to wait to get my ticket until the details drop. I don't know, y'all. Y'all might just want to trust the process and go ahead and make that $25 investment into this event. When I tell you we have an amazing lineup, listen, I wouldn't lead y'all astray. I just wouldn't do that. That's not who I am. So we have an amazing lineup, very intentional. We are working on mindset, we are working on money, we are working on marketing, and we are working ultimately on taking action. Okay, beyond motivation, interjecting action. So I look forward to seeing you all there. Link to the early bird tickets are in the bio. Additionally, we reached 100 page likes and 100 follows both on our Instagram and Facebook platform this week. Super duper excited. I have had some help to come on board to help. It is another Black owned business, Black owned female business at that. So shout out to Socially Awkward. I am going to drop her contact information in the notes just in case you are looking for a social media consultant or manager or grower, or whatever title you may be looking for. I'm not sure if she's accepting clients right now. Don't know, don't care. I got in, okay? But I will share her. Name is Bria Smith. Super amazing young lady. Transitioned over to entrepreneurship from corporate. So I am super excited to be working with her, because it's just something, it hit a little different, right? It hit a little different when the person looked like you. It hit a little different when you're supporting a small business. It just hits a little different. And I just love her energy and the things that she's been able to bring to the team in such a short time. So I'm super excited for the working partnership to continue to evolve. So that's some of the stuff we have going on the back end here from Unleash. Thank you so much for joining today. Be sure to get into Girls University. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. And let me just tell you about how Ashley, Uwe, and Jessica, so that's the last 3 weeks, have all interjected faith into the conversation. They have all interjected due diligence into the conversation. They have all interjected purpose into the conversation. I do not think that is accidental or happen chance or anything. Be sure to tap into this, okay? Be sure to hear what is being said and what is being shared. All right, y'all, it's time for me to get back to work. I have a meeting coming up in a few minutes, and I need to do another live before that. So y'all have a great day, and I will see you next week, where we have, let me see who we have on the lineup for next week before we go. Next week, we have joining us, I think it's Cameron, but just let me make sure. Yes, we have Cameron Mitchell from the Hustle Career Company coming to us next Tuesday at 12 p.m. So until then, you all be well. It was such a pleasure to be on here with you for lunch. Catch you later.